Pour a glass of craft beer, we can do this. Yeah.
What's good, y'all? This is C Certified BrewHeads.
And I am Scott Beer, cold beer enthusiast.
Well, welcome to a new segment, or kind of one of our little, like, extra things. This is called Three Things. We were tagged by Hops and Bros. Shout outs to Uncle Max and Chris. What up, fellas? Thank you for the tag. Very convenient you tagged us today. We happen to be here in Montreal doing video. So you know what?
How convenient.
How convenient indeed. So this particular thing is basically there's three questions and we both have to answer them. So it's going to be short and
About
sweet.
ourselves.
About ourselves, I guess, as YouTubers or BrewTubers as we hear it called. And this is cool little ways to engage with the community and like let people know what's popping, because I guess what we really talk about is beer than our own nonsense.
I feel like a lot of these answers are going to be beer related anyways.
Yeah, I think we kind of like skewed them to be like that. You know, you got to kind of keep it entertained, not get too for real out here. So the first question, Scotty, is three YouTubers that inspire you.
That is the first question.
You want to go first?
Yeah, do you know what? I think for me, it's not necessarily anyone in particular. I did pick three, but it's anyone who can make me laugh. Anyone,
So lulls
just lulls are important to me in general. So
lulls are pretty key.
I go to YouTube for the lulls. So I picked three random ones for y'all entertainment. They do funny videos, kind of from Scarborough, Brampton, from the
Toronto-based,
Toronto-based, yeah,
kind of like urban, from lack another word, kind of
Yeah.
hip-hop culture stuff. Like,
yeah. So
They're pretty lulls.
Goonscrap DVD 2017 has caught that.
If you haven't seen that, go
Hilarious.
watch it,
Yep.
because it's lulls.
Just Rain, another kind of Toronto.
He's a much music creator.
Yeah. Super cool. Makes me laugh all the time. And of course, the Aussie Man reviews for you, bro.
Yes.
Like,
Thanks,
that's
man.
hilarious. I'm in stitches every time. His videos are awesome. I think you should
He's
start
hilarious.
doing funny accent videos because
I'm
you speak
considering
funny.
it. I do talk
as
funny.
Canadian as you are.
I'm Canadian.
You
now,
speak pretty weird. So yeah.
I appreciate that.
And few your YouTube influencers.
Yeah, mine aren't really funny. I watch for the lulls too, but I watch
to
for
get
the
serious with
I know,
it.
right? Well, they're kind of funny.
Yeah.
I really like the craft beer channel. I don't really consume a lot of beer media, to be honest. But Tiff showed me these guys initially, and they're like probably one of the bigger or biggest, the biggest, I'm not sure, YouTubers. So it's been cool to see what they do, and I guess that sort of like helped us kind of like figure out what sort of content to put. I kind of like that. I always make sure I check everything they do. I like, so there's these dudes, these like relationship vloggers, and the reason they're called Today with Trey, based in Toronto as well. And I only watch them because, well, Tiff found them, but also my brother Notion happened to work with Keisha, the chick in it. And it was just super cool because he worked with her at like a retail store, and to see like people go from like, you know, their whole situation, they come up through YouTube and making the money off the videos.
And
yeah, man, it's super interesting. Like, you know,
super inspiring too, right?
Thing,
to know that you can kind of start from anywhere and just you put out good content and you can actually make a living off it.
Like a solid
getting that YouTube money, you know,
that YouTube caping, you know, like you know, they're quite what's the word? Conspicuously consuming, but like, you know what, all the YouTubers are anyway who are making that kind of
exactly.
So it's super cool to see. And I also really like, I don't know if this really counts as YouTubers, but I like the Breakfast Club. I always watch pretty much all their interviews they do. Them Breakfast Club probably equally Ebro in the morning and Power on Hot 97, sorry, and Sway in the morning. So all the hip hop stuff. So I like to see like the interviews with the artists. And like, you know, some of the cool, like they come like on Sway, they always drop like crazy like freestyles.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's the coolest part.
Sick,
yeah,
man. It's so ill. So I always like to check that to get inspired for the rapidy raps.
Rapidy raps, cool. The next question is, what are you good at?
What are you?
Like,
I can only answer three.
Is a whole hour for this segment.
Am I right? This is like a weird question. TV, like, oh my god.
Such a narcissistic.
Yeah,
like, what are you good at? What makes you so great?
It's hard to think of stuff like that because it's kind of wanky. But like getting my hands on new and sought after beer, I'm a little anal with.
You're amazing at that.
I gotta hustle. Like I learned from all these other dudes. Like, you know, every Bellwoods release. I don't live in Toronto. I'm there often enough, but I'm busting your
somehow
ass, like,
get your hands on.
Oh
them.
yeah, I got like a network of people that I'm like, bro, like,
yeah,
get that down. So and I'm also out west now. That's, you haven't touched that yet, but when you do, it's gonna ruin.
I know. I'm scared. I don't want to get into it yet.
Good. I was saying rapping. Check my music out if you haven't heard it. That's debatable, but whatever. We get through it. And Fire and Flames.
Yeah, both.
And documenting beer. I'm nearly at 3,000. I still haven't decided what the 3,000.
You cease to amaze me with the documentation. I don't know how you do it, but
you know
you're consistent. Maybe it's the OCD in you that kind of.
Yeah, that's that stupid, ridiculous persistence. What three things are you most fire at, Scott Beer Cole?
I'm gonna have to say, I take great, sexy beer photos. Follow me at Scott Beer Cole on Instagram.
And the Twitter a lot.
Do you co-sign, Tiffany? You just told me I take
co-sign,
nice
I co-sign.
beer photos, so you know what? I'm not going to toot my own horn, but they're pretty
Oh
sexy.
no, they are fire.
I make
They
a
are
beer
Show your
look
face,
delicious.
sex.
Pretty sex. Pretty sex.
Oh, he's good at that. Well, we all know that.
I'm good at sex too.
Come on.
I would say making delicious food when I have the time and I can go and buy some ingredients just to make a fire meal. And it does take time. I can't do it when I'm rushed, but like I love putting a nice meal together. And
I don't know how you do
for
it,
my
bro.
family and friends, or for my lovely girlfriend Chelsea.
Hey, Shazzy.
And you know what? I think I'm pretty good at brewing beer. I homebrew beer, and I've had lots of homebrew before. And like, not to toot my own horn, it's really freaking good. And I think I should do it more often.
Yes,
and
you
I'm
should.
trying to make an effort to do that. So I just brewed a Northeast IPA. It is fermenting as we speak, and I'm hoping it's going to be
Can't wait to try it.
litty fire smoke.
Yes, and yeah, I agree. You should be doing.
Yeah.
You should be doing all three of those things more often.
Agreed.
Super fire.
Agreed.
And that last question was 3 things you're excited about.
Cool.
Talk to me.
Yeah, I was going to say it's, I guess, kind of boring, but we have a couple trips coming up, so I'm excited about our trip to California. We're going to San Diego.
Yes, we are.
We've got a couple podcasts lined up. I'm going to a wedding. It's going to be really fast and furious. I'm only there for 3 days, but very excited to go back to Cali and get some nice weather in October. So that's going to be pretty cool.
God knows we need it when it's raining like this in summer shit.
The other one was Cask Days, which is a cask beer festival in Toronto. I'm very excited to go to in October. It's one of my favorite ones. It's at the Evergreen Brickworks. Beautiful setting, awesome beer, tons of stuff you don't usually get to try because it's cask, and bunch of like places from all over the states are coming there. So really excited about that. It's in October 21st, I believe.
Okay.
And lastly, our trip to Australia that we are planning for the new year. So I know there's 2 trips on there, but I love traveling, and when I have any free time, I love to kind of get out into the world and see new things.
Oh yeah, you're
And
gonna lose your mind.
very excited about that. And you, sir?
For me, first thing is getting a car. So Tiff and I have been looking at getting a car for a minute. We drive a lot. We've been traveling non-stop this summer, like barely in Montreal. And it's like we're always renting a car and always having to deal with like travel stuff. I'm kind of over it. And I feel like if we just had a car, we could be like, hey, let's like go to Vermont like on a whim and just go and.
It's right there, man.
Like,
It'd be sick to be able to do that.
Even going to like Dunham or like Farnham or some of the breweries, like we've got so many opportunities with like a lot of breweries that hit us up. I'm like,
But to get out there
man.
is
like,
such a
I'm
struggle.
not gonna like I love y'all, but damn, we already do all this work putting this together. I'm not really gonna. I don't mind if we had a car, you pay for gas. It's nothing, but to try and rent a car and deal with the whole headache, it's just a whole thing that. I think it's going to make our lives a lot easier.
Absolutely.
I'm really excited about releasing my album. So I have 2 albums coming. Super excited about that. I've been working really hard on it. I know we don't really talk about the music too much on beer stuff because it's a separate thing. But I got 2 albums, and one with a collaboration album with my friend Live in Poetry out in Oakland, California. So that's in mixing right now. And another solo album which is produced by actually our friend Maya Clarity, who was on episode 24, I believe. He produced his album.
Bitter Waitress Black IPA.
He did. Good memory.
Yeah.
You had Labatt 50.
Oh god, it's so delicious.
What a time. Those 2 albums, probably one of them, the one with Poe will be dropping this year and the other one will be next year, but just really excited. It's cool. It did things in a way I haven't done before, and I'm super proud of it.
I came by the studio. You recorded in Toronto.
And you participated. You were on a couple joints.
Clapping my hands in the background.
Got a few joints on there. So.
But yeah, no, everyone was super stoked about
man.
it, and everyone was vibing on it, and I'm really excited to hear it. It's on a whole different kind of level, like something you kind of really haven't done before, and it all sounds fire.
Looking forward to getting that out to y'all. And thirdly, I'm really excited about pumpkin spice lattes.
Don't be ashamed.
Fall.
Don't be ashamed.
You know what, guys? I'm not.
I'm not.
I'm not talking Starbucks because that's not fire at all. That's
No.
like for the you already know the basics. You go there. This
the
is like
basics.
I'm talking like complex third wave pumpkin spice lattes. Like at Milk, there's actually a cafe downtown here that has fire third wave pumpkin spice lattes.
I
And
must ask
legit can't
you,
wait.
you do own a pair of Uggs, correct, man Uggs?
I certainly do.
Is it necessary that you wear them while you drink said pumpkin spice latte?
Because they're from Australia, they're like OG, not these like fake ass brands and shit. Like once again, going with that third wave authenticity angle.
It's okay.
And I have some BrewHeads yoga pants, which one could consider leggings. I have an infinity scarf.
Oh my god.
Call me Becky. Call me Becky.
Let's
Becky.
go out for brunch next time I'm here.
We already did.
Oh, no.
We didn't today, actually. And well, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah.
All right. So, we're going to tag 3 people. So, once again, Hops and Bros tagged us in. So, hopefully these guys do it. Some, like, last time we tagged a bunch of people. Some did, some didn't. To be honest, I don't know, like, super well a lot of people in the beer community. So, I'm just going to tag 3 people that I know. First up, Dope and Dank. Tio, I know you're doing more video content. So, Tio out in LA. We're going to come see you, homie, in about a month and a bit. I wish you could be there to see him. Second, Pacific Beer Chat. So, Mike and the homies out in Vancouver. They did the frequently asked beer questions last time. That was dope. And Beard Black Man, just Ralph in what's it called, Birmingham, Alabama. He's been going pretty hard. He's done up his YouTube and he's doing a whole bunch of dope stuff on Instagram. He's a fan of Gary Vee, so he knows what's popping. So guys, you're up next. That's it. Anything else?
That's it,
mate.
Get it in.
If you enjoyed the episode, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe on YouTube. I believe it's down yonder. That sounds right, or maybe it's down there. Either way, look, it'll be there. Hit us up on social media at BAOS Podcast and check out the long form audio on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your radio talkie music files.
Yep.
That's it, y'all. Get in ya.
Cheers.